Good morning, all of you. Myself, A.V. Vanalkar, faculty, Department of Mechanical Engineering, KDK College of Engineering, Nagpur. Today I am going to discuss on design of hydraulic and pneumatic circuits. A hydraulic control system is used to control speed and position of the load with a driving force which comes from actuator. The main parts which are essentially needed to design and construct a system may be as below. Number 1, hydraulic power pack. Number 2, hydraulic control elements. Number 3, power drive units. And number 4, system accessories. Hydraulic power pack comprising of pump, drive motor, mechanical coupling, oil reservoir, strainer, cooler, etc. Hydraulic control elements comprising of direction control valve, pressure relief valve, throttle valve, actuator, etc. Power drive units comprising of motors, etc. System accessories such as pipes, hoses and other fluid conductors, accumulator, intensifier, booster, etc. A hydraulic system designer has to decide not only the type of components to be chosen for desired function, but he also has to analyze their mutual compatibility so that the ultimate design comprehensive enough in terms of functional efficiency as well as reliability and maintainability of the constructed system. Now here we are going to discuss the first hydraulic circuit for shaper machine. In the university examination, the question may be asked like this: explain with neat sketch working of hydraulic circuit for shaper machine. This question was asked in summer 2018, winter 17, winter 16. The same circuitry can be drawn for surface grinder as well as planing machine. Even the student can draw the circuit for other machine tools like milling machine, hydraulic crane, etc. Now here we are going to discuss how to draw the hydraulic circuit for shaper machine. And prior to that, it is very essential that one should identify what is the requirement of the shaper machine. The requirement of the shaper machines are mainly of two types. Number 1, it is having forward stroke and return stroke. So since it is having forward stroke and return stroke, it means that it does not require intermediate stroke, and hence a direction control valve is to be selected which is having two position, that is forward position and reverse position. Similarly, both the stroke are power stroke, hence one can select a double acting cylinder, and since the double acting cylinder is required, hence 4-port direction control valve is required. Thus finally we have decided to select 4/2 direction control valve solenoid operated. 4 means 4 position, and these 4 positions are: this is A port, this is B port, this is pump port, and this is tank port. A and B are the power ports, and these are the pump port as well as the tank port. Now second requirement of the shaper machine is during the forward stroke the speed should be slow. Hence we are going to introduce here the flow control valve, which is going to control the speed during forward stroke, whereas return stroke speed is fast as compared to the forward stroke. Here we are going to decide what other components of the hydraulic circuit for shaper machine is. First is tank. which used to store the hydraulic oil. Second is hydraulic oil. Third is suction strainer. Then pump, which is coupled to electric motor. Check valve, pressure relief valve, direction control valve, flow control valve, actuator, along with pipelines. The working of the hydraulic circuit for shaper machine is as below. When the pump starts, then oil is sucked in from the tank via the suction strainer, and when it reaches to the pump, the pressure of the hydraulic oil increases. The pressurized flow is then directed toward the check valve. The function of the check valve is it is going to allow the fluid only in one direction. Now when the fluid comes at this point, then it can go toward the pressure relief valve and it can go toward the direction control valve. Basically, pressure relief valve is a safety device. So unless and until the safe limit pressure is not exceeded, this is not in working condition. Thus, generally the fluid is not passing through this pressure relief valve, whereas it is generally passed through a direction control valve. In this direction control valve, now it is connected with position number 1. In position number 1, the pressurized fluid is directed toward port A. Now when the pressurized fluid comes from port A, it is enter into the flow control valve. So obviously this flow is not going to pass from this check valve in this direction, whereas it is going to pass only from this direction, and thus it is a meter fluid. So since it is a meter fluid, hence we are going to get the speed in the forward direction as a slow speed, whereas fluid in the other portion of the cylinder connected and goes to the drain port via this direction control valve. So this is the working of hydraulic circuit for shaper machine. Let us discuss the another type of hydraulic system, that is speed control during the forward stroke. So this is the hydraulic circuit for speed control during the forward stroke. Similarly, if the question is asked to draw the fluid hydraulic circuit for meter in, you can draw the same circuitry. The construction and the various components for this hydraulic circuit is as below. It consists of tank, oil, suction strainer, pump, motor, check valve, pressure relief valve, direction control valve, flow control valve, and actuator. So here I have selected a direction control valve as a 4x3 direction control valve. So it is having 3 positions, that is forward, neutral, and reverse. This is called as a meter in circuit, and similarly this is the circuit in which the speed is controlled during the forward stroke. So basically the fluid which is entering into the cylinder is metered, that's why it is called as a meter in circuit. And since the fluid which is entering into the cylinder is metered, hence we can control the speed during forward stroke. Again, the function of the other elements are same. The function of the pump is to increase the pressure. The pressurized fluid is allowed to pass into the check valve. Then it is directed through the direction control valve towards port A. Then it is entered into the pressure into the flow control valve. This is the rear end of the cylinder, and this is the front end of the cylinder. So when the fluid enters into the rear end of the cylinder, the piston moves in the forward direction, whereas here where the fluid is tapped, it connects to drain via the direction control valve. When it is connected to another position, that is position number 2, then the pressurized fluid enters into this portion and piston moves in the reverse direction. So during reverse direction there is no speed control, and this is the working of the speed control during forward stroke. Let us discuss the another hydraulic circuit, that is speed control during return stroke. The question which is asked in the examinations are like this: using double acting cylinder, flow control valve with check valve, pressure relief valve, filter and direction control valve, develop a circuit for speed control during return stroke. So this question was asked in summer 2018. Similarly, develop the hydraulic circuit using meter in and meter out circuit. So this question was asked in winter 2017. So same thing you can draw for these two different questions. Now let us have the discussion on what about the various component of the hydraulic circuit is. So again, this consists of a tank, this is hydraulic oil, this is suction strainer, pump, which is nothing but it is a vane pump, then this is a motor, then this is a check valve, pressure relief valve, this is direction control valve, and this is flow control valve, and finally this is the actuator, that is a cylinder. The working is as below. When the pump starts, the oil is sucked into this pump via this suction strainer. The pressurized fluid is then allowed to flow towards the check valve. Then the fluid is entered into the direction control valve, and now the pressurized fluid is going and flowing through port B into this front end of the cylinder. Thus the piston is moving in the reverse direction, return stroke. The fluid which is tapped here is allowed to pass through this valve, that is flow control valve, and which is metered, and thereby during return stroke you can control the speed, you can reduce the speed, whereas during the forward stroke as such there is no speed control. And this is the working of the speed control, that is a hydraulic circuit for speed control during return stroke. Now let us discuss the another hydraulic circuit, that is hydraulic circuit for bleed off circuit. Now in this bleed off, again this is a speed control circuit which consists of hydraulic tank, oil, suction strainer, pump coupled to motor. This is a check valve, pressure relief valve, direction control valve, this is throttle valve, and this is the actuator. So basically this throttle valve is going to control the speed during the forward stroke. Now how it works, that we will see. When the pump starts, then the pressurized fluid enters into the pump where the pressure is increased. The pressurized fluid is then enter into the check valve, then it comes at this position, and obviously this flows in this direction. So if you are going to open this 100%, then the entire flow will move in this direction. If you are going to open 50%, then 50% flow will be moving in this direction, and remaining fluid is obviously moving in this direction via this direction control valve. So here the fluid which is entering into the system is metered, and hence you are going to get the speed control during forward stroke. So this is the function and the assembly of the hydraulic circuit for bleed off circuit. Let us have another discussion. This is hydraulic circuit for a regenerative system, regenerative hydraulic circuit. In this regenerative hydraulic circuit, basically the function of this regenerative hydraulic circuit is to have speed of the piston during forward stroke as well as return stroke should be same. And this is the construction and the assembly of the hydraulic circuit. It consists of tank, this is hydraulic oil, suction strainer, pump coupled with motor, check valve, pressure relief valve, 3x2 direction control valve and actuator. Working is as below. When the pump starts, then the oil is sucked into the pump and the pressurized fluid is obtained with the help of pump. The pressurized oil is then entered towards the direction control valve. That is, the first valve is nothing but it is a check valve. Then it is entering into the direction control valve. So this is basically a solenoid operated 3x2 direction control valve. It is having 3 ports, that is pump port, A port and tank port. The fluid is then entered into the cylinder at the rear end and thus the piston moves in the forward direction, whereas the fluid which is trapped here is allowed to re-enter into the system instead of going into the tank, that is a reservoir, and thus this is way the regenerative circuit can be operated. So this is all about the circuits, hydraulic circuits.